Welcome aboard, fellow maritime aficionados. Today, we're diving deep into the world of maritime regulations. In this vast ocean of rules and policies, 4 key conventions stand tall as lighthouses, guiding the way to safety, security, and sustainability. These are SOLAS, MARPOL, STCW, and MLC. SOLAS, the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, is a beacon of safety standards for ships and their passengers. MARPOL, the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, works tirelessly to keep our marine environment clean. STCW, the International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification, and Watchkeeping for Seafarers, ensures our seafarers are well-trained and competent. And lastly, MLC, the Maritime Labor Convention, advocates for the rights and conditions of seafarers worldwide. Together, these 4 pillars of maritime regulations shape the world of maritime governance. Join us as we explore SOLAS, MARPOL, STCW, and MLC, the cornerstones of modern maritime governance. Our voyage begins with the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, better known as SOLAS. This monumental convention was born out of tragedy. In the wake of the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912, a collective international commitment was made to ensure such a disaster would never occur again. SOLAS was then adopted in 1914, setting forth comprehensive regulations to ensure the safety of ships and their passengers. SOLAS, at its core, is about saving lives. It's about making sure that when we step aboard a ship, whether for work or leisure, we can trust in the safety measures in place. SOLAS achieves this by setting minimum safety standards in construction, equipment, and operation of ships. One key aspect of SOLAS is the requirement for ship construction standards. Ships must be built and maintained to withstand the powerful forces of the sea, protecting those on board. SOLAS also mandates fire protection measures. Ships must have fire detection and firefighting equipment, along with procedures to deal with potential fire emergencies. Another crucial part of SOLAS is the regulation of navigation equipment. Ships must be equipped with the necessary tools to safely navigate the vast expanses of the ocean. This includes everything from radars and compasses to charts and publications, but SOLAS doesn't stop at equipment. It also sets out requirements for emergency procedures. Ships must have evacuation plans, life-saving equipment, and trained personnel ready to respond when the unexpected happens. Over the years, SOLAS has evolved and adapted to meet the challenges of a changing world. It has undergone several revisions and amendments, reflecting advancements in technology and our understanding of safety at sea. Today, SOLAS covers a wide range of safety-related issues, ensuring the safety of ships and their passengers. It is a living testament to our collective commitment to safety at sea, a beacon of hope born out of tragedy, and a promise to those who venture out into the vast, unpredictable expanse of the ocean that they are not alone. SOLAS is there guiding and protecting every nautical mile of the journey. Next on our maritime regulatory journey is the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, or MARPOL. This critical piece of maritime legislation was enacted in the year 1973 in direct response to several major oil spills that had occurred in the preceding years. The goal? To minimize pollution of the marine environment by ships, tackling issues like oil spills, garbage disposal, and harmful emissions. MARPOL, in its original form, primarily addressed pollution by oil and noxious liquid substances. However, as the years passed and the environmental impact of shipping became more evident, the convention was updated and expanded through a series of annexes. Today, MARPOL incorporates 6 annexes in total, each dealing with a specific source of pollution, including harmful substances carried by sea, sewage, garbage, air pollution, and the transfer of harmful aquatic organisms in ballast water. A cornerstone of MARPOL is its stringent standards for shipboard pollution control systems. These systems are designed to prevent, reduce, and where possible, completely eliminate the discharge of pollutants into the sea. This includes everything from oil and noxious liquid substances to harmful substances in packaged form, sewage, garbage, and air pollutants. But MARPOL doesn't stop at the water's edge. It also includes regulations governing the discharge of pollutants into the air, aimed at reducing air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from ships. These regulations, introduced in Annex the 6th, represent one of the most recent and significant updates to the Convention, reflecting the growing global concern over climate change and air quality. By promoting sustainable practices and environmental stewardship, MARPOL plays a crucial role in protecting our oceans for future generations. It serves as a powerful reminder that the responsibility for the health of our marine environments lies not only with those who navigate them, but also with those of us who benefit from their bounty. By working together, we can ensure that these vital ecosystems continue to thrive, safeguarding the future of our planet and ourselves. Moving on, we come to the International Convention on Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping for Seafarers, better known as STCW. As the name suggests, this convention is all about the people who make our maritime world go round, the seafarers. Adopted in the year 1978, STCW was born out of a need for universal standards. Before its inception, the quality of training and certification varied widely across the globe. This disparity often led to safety issues. Recognizing the need for uniformity, the International Maritime Organization, or IMO, introduced STCW to set minimum qualification standards for masters, officers, and watch personnel on seagoing merchant ships. But maritime industry, like any other, evolves. With advancements in technology and the increasing complexity of ships, the need for more advanced skills and knowledge became evident. So, in 1995, a major revision was made to STCW, now known as the STCW 95 Amendment. This amendment included new training and certification requirements and introduced mandatory standards for competence. So what exactly does STCW encompass? In essence, it outlines the minimum requirements in three main areas: training, certification, and watchkeeping. The training component ensures that seafarers are equipped with the necessary skills to operate ships safely and efficiently. This includes both theoretical knowledge and practical skills, from navigation and firefighting to first aid and personal survival techniques. The certification component verifies that seafarers have met the required standards of competence. It's like a passport, telling the world that the holder is qualified to perform their duties at sea. Finally, the watchkeeping component establishes standards for conducting watches or shifts on board the ship. This ensures that there are always adequately trained personnel on duty, ready to respond to any situation. By standardizing training programs and certification requirements, STCW enhances maritime safety and professionalism across the industry. It's the backbone of a competent, qualified, and safe maritime workforce, the very people who keep our global trade afloat. Last but not least, we come to the Maritime Labor Convention, or MLC. This critical pillar of maritime regulation was adopted in 2006 by the International Labour Organization, an agency of the United Nations that advocates for fair and decent work conditions worldwide. The MLC is truly revolutionary, as it's the first global legal instrument that lays out comprehensive rights and protections for seafarers. It's also known as the fourth pillar of maritime regulations, standing alongside SOLAS, MARPOL, and STCW. The MLC tackles a broad spectrum of issues related to the working and living conditions on board ships. It sets out minimum requirements for nearly every aspect of a seafarer's life at sea. This includes the terms of employment, hours of work and rest, accommodations, recreational facilities, food and catering, health protection, medical care, welfare, and social security protection. One of the key aspects of the MLC is the requirement for a written employment agreement for every seafarer, ensuring transparency and clarity about the terms and conditions of their work. It also mandates regular payment of wages, with a limit on the period for which wages may be withheld. The MLC also addresses the critical issue of seafarer accommodation, mandating that all ships provide decent accommodation and recreational facilities for seafarers. It sets standards for the size of rooms, the quality of the food and drink provided, and the availability of medical care. But the MLC goes beyond just setting standards. It also establishes a strong compliance and enforcement mechanism, including certification requirements for ships and detailed inspection regimes for port states. In essence, the MLC is a groundbreaking convention that recognizes the vital contribution of seafarers to the global economy and seeks to ensure that they are treated with the respect and dignity they deserve. It's a testament to the global maritime community's commitment to improving the lives of those who work at sea. By promoting fair and decent working conditions for seafarers, MLC contributes to the well-being and welfare of the global maritime workforce.